little bit different this year because when you come to school, you're going to want to take your temperature when you first walk in the door, and you're also going to have these masks on too. So you need to be sure that when you come the first day of school and every day after that that you have on your mask, and you're going to get these cool lanyards, and we're going to show you how to wear those, and we're going to practice a lot of safety. So be ready for that when you come to school. Here's the classroom, and I'll show you guys around a bit when you get to school. But something else that's going to be a little bit different is you won't have your backpacks, which will be awesome because then you can just come right in and you can sit right down at your desk and you can be ready to learn. Okay, so I'm going to go over a few things with you and your parents in this presentation just to maybe hopefully answer some questions. And so if you have more, which I'm sure you will, we will answer those the first day of school, and you'll see how everything will go. It will be great, and we're in it together, and I am just really excited to have all of you back. So let's go over a few pieces of information.
First of all, some of my classroom rules are keeping hands, feet, and other objects to yourself, and we're supposed to be social distancing, so we're going to be practicing that. Respect the teacher and other students. Keep your voice to an inside working level. Have all supplies ready to go before school, and that will include having your iPad charged before every school day so you're ready for school, because we will be using it at school all day, and you'll be using it at home, so it will definitely need to be charged. And also just be a good listener. I have decided to put the student behavior chart on Showbie this year, so this is what our behavior chart will look like. I'll do a new month at a time and upload it, so you will just see the month of August first, and then once we move into September, then I'll upload September. So please try to look at that each day to see how your child is behaving at school. iPads, student iPads will go home every day, just in case we get the phone call saying we are going to remote learning tomorrow. Then that way your student will have their iPad and be ready to go for school the next day. It will just be at home instead of at school. Or maybe even if we get the phone call saying we're not going to be at school for the rest of the week, we'll constantly have that iPad at home. But of course also make sure the student brings the iPad every day to school too, because we will be using it every day at school regardless. So if your student is absent or going to be absent for an appointment or a sickness, please let me know. Even if you are already on our online learning, please let me know so that I can keep track of that. But everything will also be uploaded to Showbie, so everything that the student will need will be on Showbie. So there won't, you will not have to pick up packets like in the past. So if your student is absent, just check their iPad and everything will be on there. For reading, the next few slides are about our reading program and Book It and what we're expecting this year. For reading, we have a new reading series that we've had for just a few years now, and everything is online. You can find all of the books online. We will be reading a lot of books online, and look for your child's login information to read books at home. Again, like I had mentioned, anything that a child misses if they do not come physically to school, that will be on their iPad. So they will be able to read the books that we read in school and look at their worksheets that we had during school. So it will be, everything will be on there. For Book It, the actual Book It program does not start until October, but we will start reading logs in September. A reading log will be on Showbie, so I will accept a reading log via email. You can write the books that your child has read at home on a piece of paper, take a picture for it, and upload it to Showbie. It doesn't matter as long as I get my reading log each week. Again, we will start that in September. But the actual Book It program, where they get their little reward from the Book It program, will not start until October. So September will be a really good practice, really good way for us to get started. We're going to start with 45 minutes a week, and the reading log is going to be due every Monday. The minutes will increase throughout the year. So the first couple of months will be 45 minutes, then I'll move it up to 50 minutes and 60 minutes, and then, gradually increase. Students will gain rewards throughout the year, and they will only be classroom rewards this year. And reading, the reason why I do this program is because reading helps increase student performance and knowledge. So reading is extremely important, especially at this age, because we are definitely learning a lot of reading and how to read and practicing reading. And so I really feel very strongly about reading, especially at this age. So I'm going to give you lots of different ways for students to be able to read. In my slide before this, I had mentioned that our reading program is all online, and you have access to all of our books all year long at the same time. So you will definitely have lots of access to different books, and of course we're going to be doing Epic too, and the students will have books, library books also. So there will be lots of different opportunities for your students to read. That goes to AR for our AR. In first grade, we typically do not begin at the beginning of the year for AR. I like to get started with school, get the hang of that first, and then I like to slowly introduce the class to AR. So some students may start in October, while others will be later in the year, just because first grade is the first part of being able to start AR, and so I really like them to have a really good foundation first before I let them jump in. So I will work very closely with 2 or 3 students and get them started, and once I feel like they've got the hang of it, then I'll start 2 or 3 more students. And then that way they can get the hang of it and maybe start to be a little bit more independent with it. And so that's why it's kind of strung out October through December. We will start AR, and it's going to look a little bit differently this year. I'm wanting students to try to take 2 AR tests each week once we begin that. But I will get more details as that time comes, and you will get a letter that comes home about AR. So don't worry about AR right now. Just look for it later in the middle of the year. Word cards will not be sent home this year. So sometimes in the past I've sent home some word cards, but if your student I feel like needs a little bit of extra practice, I will send a list of words that I would like for your student to work on, and I have a website. My website can be found at usd381.org. Find the teacher list. My name is clear at the bottom for Younker, and you will be able to click on my website. And so on my website, if you look around, it has our calendar, our schedule on there. It's got websites, it's got activities, it has my Book It, my handbook on there, reading strategies, short and long vowel strategies, spelling words, so our spelling words for each week, If you've lost your list, the spelling words will be on there, but then it also has word card practice ideas. So you might want to take a look at my website because it has lots of good ideas on there for practice. For math, if you or your student just does not understand the math lesson, or if you have any questions, I have some answers on my website that I just mentioned, but then I also have uploaded all of my math lessons and taped them, and they're uploaded onto the Spearville Elementary YouTube site. Showbie is what K2 is using this year for our platform. So all of your students' assignments will be on Showbie. They may have to get into ConnectEd to access other books, Epic, different apps like that, but all of their behavior charts, important notes, work will be on Showbie. Please do not log out of Showbie because I found that it's a little bit more difficult to log back in because students don't really remember exactly capitalizations or not capitalizations and numbers and things like that. So it's just a lot easier if you don't log out of Showbie. If you do, I will send home a login card for you to try that. This is a private app and only you will see your students' work. So it is a private app and we don't have to worry about anyone else seeing it. Please be sure to send me your email because that is how I'm going to communicate with important information and reminders. And I will be trying to check my email throughout the day, but I don't always get a chance to do that. So if it's something important, that needs to be, like if your student needs to walk somewhere else after school, please be sure to call the office and they will get that information to me a lot sooner than maybe I might be able to check my email. Here's my QR code to my website, but again, you can go to usd381.org and go to the staff listing and go down to Younker, and you should be able to find, click on the link to my website. If you can't find it, just email me and my link is on the bottom of all of my emails that I send. If you have any other questions, please feel free to contact me. My email address and the school phone number is on here. I look forward to having a great year, and I always say that I would rather you ask me questions rather than trying to speculate or asking others questions. I know it's going to be a great year and I am looking forward to it. I am very ready to be back in the classroom and to start our new normal.